what's poppin', y'all? It's your girl, Nay. Long time no see. I know, I had technology issues. So as you guys know, I am home on vacation. So now is a good time to go ahead and reflect on what's happened and make a plan for how we're going to do some new things. So here is just my overall Peace Corps experience up until now. The things that led to me needing to come and be on vacation. So let's go ahead and get started. I've taken notes, I've written some notes down so I don't forget anything. So the best place for us to go ahead and start is with my site install. So you guys know that the site that I visited is not the site that I ultimately moved into. And that was a little bit difficult just because I'm a planner. I wish I would have been there first so I could put some things together. But it's cool. It's whatever. Peace Corps wants you to be flexible. I was going to be Gumby. It was all good. So I get to my site, and my house was smack dab in the middle of the health center, like right in the middle. Like I look out my window, I see reception. I look out the back door, I see maternity. So anytime I left my house to do anything, whether it was to brush my teeth, to go cook, to wash clothes, I had an audience. So that didn't really provide all that much privacy. That was just a little bit unnerving sometimes. The people were always staring at me when I was at my house. I understand if you're staring at me on the street sometimes, but it was at my house. It was a little bit unnerving, a little annoying. What are you gonna do? So there's that. Also, I did not have any neighbors. So like I said, I lived on the health center's compound. No one else lived on the compound, except for like the nurses, but they would like live there for their shift and then they would go ahead and go back home. And a lot of the nurses who did live in the village that I was starting to like be friends with, they were about a 20-minute walk down the road to get to the town center, and then however far away from the town center their house was that far of a walk. Another thing is that my community was based on farming, so anytime the sun was out, people were outside working, and I kind of noticed that as the sun started to go down, that's when people wanted to be out and interact and such. I didn't have any lights, I didn't have any electricity, which was fine, I made that work, but because of that, I was in the house at 6, I didn't do nighttime, it sounded weird, it looked weird, it was creepy, it was dark, I didn't like it. So I was in the house at 6. But I felt like my integration was okay. People knew who I was. They'd seen me at the health center. They'd seen me walking around the town center. People wanted to stop and talk to me. So I feel like my integration wasn't hindered by the fact that I didn't do nighttime. But that is what that is. We can then move on to my work life. So when I first got there, I felt like I had a lot of support. People were really engaged and really excited to get in and do things with me, but I felt like that support kind of dwindled the longer that I was there. I made some contacts that I thought were really good contacts, but ultimately things would fall through. We would make plans to go do something, and then those plans would fall through. For the most part, there were a couple people that I could definitely count on, but they also had jobs that they couldn't pull themselves away from to come and help me. So that's one thing. Another thing is I'm not a ground floor person. That's what I've learned. I don't like to compose something from scratch. I like to come in on the first floor. I want you to say, this is what I want to do. These are our goals and things, and let me help you to go do it. So I kind of approached it in as, what do you guys want? This is what you want. Okay, let me help you do it. I still need your help to do it. And, you know, things kind of fell through. Plans weren't met. So that was kind of annoying because I was really prepared to do work. I really wanted a job. I wanted to work. I wanted to do work, and I didn't get the opportunity to do work, which was extremely frustrating to me. So after that, but I think the fact that that's the way that things happened, I kind of sort of like felt like it was due to the culture. Like in training, we were told that, you know, people are going to say one thing and they're going to do something else. They're going to be really excited to get in on these things and then not as excited to come in and help. So it's like, okay. But you hear that in training, and then when it's applied in real life, it's two different things. So I will say that that added to my frustration overall. Now, with all my frustration, one thing that I felt really helped was Peace Corps staff. But the main reason I feel like it was so helpful was because I came to them with my problem. I said, this is what I don't like, and this is why I don't like it, and this is what I want, and here's my idea, my plan on how to achieve that. And because of that, I felt like I received a ton of support because I said, this is what I want. These are the things that I needed. So eventually Peace Corps did pull me from my site. I did get a site change. They moved me into the transit house behind the office, and they found me a new site at another health center. So I was like, I'll try. Like, I'll go. This is what I asked for. Y'all gave me what I asked for, a change. I'm going to go over there and I'm trying to make it work. So while I was at the transit house, I got sick. Like, sick. Like, I ended up in the infirmary for 40 days, 37 days, something like that. So I got sick. And as soon as I got sick, I was like, man, I'm out. Like, it's not worth it. Like, I'm not enjoying my experience. I'm not getting anything that I wanted from this experience, and the things that I've gotten I can rock with. I'm out. I'm done. I told my doctor, I said, put me on a plane. I want to go home. He said, I can't put you on a plane right now. Like, there's no way you're going to survive a 48-hour journey. Not survive, but you're sick. Sit down. So I had to hang out in the transit house, and I will admit that I was dark. I was ready to go. Sorry to everyone who had to deal with my storms. I was ready to go. But I did get this infusion of, like, just good energy from the other volunteers, you know? And I really appreciated that. And it was also because of that I felt like I couldn't just say, like, I quit, you know? But what I knew is that I wanted to go home. I needed to push the restart button. I did not want to be here anymore. So I wanted to go home. But I wasn't 100% sure that I wanted to quit Peace Corps. I knew that what I was doing was not something that I enjoyed. And while I was in the transit house, I was talking to other volunteers about their experiences and the things that they had done. And I got pointed in a direction that I felt like would be good for me. So I went to Peace Corps and I said, I want this. I want this and I don't want that. And I'm going to go home, and when I come back, this is what I want. And Peace Corps said, okay. Like, we understand, we get you. When you come back, we'll start putting some things in action. So I felt like Peace Corps staff is very supportive of me. So now that I'm home, living it up, watching Netflix, I miss Netflix so bad. And having cold juice and ice and playing with lights. The main question people keep asking me is, am I going to go back? I'm getting text messages, Facebook pop-ups. Am I coming back? Yes, I am coming back. I have already purchased the return ticket, so I will be back. And also I get to spend a day in Qatar, which is very exciting to me. So I will be back. But the main question that I keep asking myself is, like, why, Shanae? Because I'm comfortable, you know? I'm comfortable. I'm cold, which is okay, but I'm comfortable. I can go find a job tomorrow. I could be in school in a few months. Like, I can sit here and be comfortable. I can sit in my privilege and be comfortable. But that's one of the reasons why I want to go back, is because I want to expand my comfort zone. And you don't do that by sitting in your privilege and being comfortable, you know? Like, mind you, I'm doing my self-care. I needed this. I needed to come and sit back in my privilege, but I'm still very much willing to go ahead and come out because I want to expand my comfort zone. And also, because I said I was going to do this. I said that I was going to do it. I said that I was going to go and serve in Peace Corps and experience this other culture and this other world and this other realm. And I said I was going to do it. So I don't know if it's my ego, if it's pride, or whatever it is. But I said I was going to do this, which means that I need to exhaust every effort before I decide to throw in the towel, you know? And I honestly kind of feel like this is the plan that I have set up. This is going to be the last thing, you know? But I've got fingers and everything crossed, that things are going to be better because I said I was going to do this, and I would really, really like to attend my close of service conference, you know? I would really like to be able to do that. So it is what it is. I'm going to continue to sit here and watch Netflix and eat popcorn and play PlayStation. So that is an overall general experience. I'm going to make a video about the sociological things that come into play being a Peace Corps volunteer. But thank y'all for y'all support. I appreciate you. Shout out to all my PCVs who are watching this right now. What's up? I'm going to check y'all later. All right. Deuces.
About money. I just get it. Everybody talk about money. I just get it. Hey, mama.